Class is about to start for these 40 school kids. Like every week, the teacher starts searching everyone's pockets. This time, he finds something on a little girl. 5 kernels of grain. The teacher loses control. He drags the girl to the front, forces her to kneel on the cold concrete, and beats her again and again with a wooden stick. None of her classmates move or speak. When she finally collapses, the children carry her home. She dies that same night. These 40 children aren't students. They are prisoners, inmates of North Korea's infamous Camp 14, one of the harshest labor camps in the world. A place often compared to the Nazi camps and Soviet gulags, brutal in its own way and almost completely sealed off from humanity. Camp 14 sits hidden in the mountains of Kachon. People are sent here not for what they did, but for what their families are accused of. Once inside, almost no one leaves alive. This is where a boy named Shin Dong-hyuk grows up, born behind barbed wire, never knowing freedom exists. His parents weren't lovers. Guards assigned them as a reward. In this place, romance is illegal. Pregnancies without permission mean execution for both mother and child. Shin grows up in a tiny shared home with no furniture, barely any light, and food just enough to survive. The camp is massive, nearly 3 times the size of Manhattan, guarded by electric fences, mountains, rivers, and watchtowers. Even as a child, Shin works long hours. Coal mines, farms, anything the guards demand. Hunger becomes a constant companion. Rats are the only meat he ever tastes. His schooling is no escape. His teacher is a guard, armed and strict, teaching obedience, not knowledge. Breaking any of the camp's 10 rules can lead to immediate execution. And Shin memorizes them like they're the laws of the universe. One day, something changes. Shin overhears his mother and older brother whispering about escape. In Camp 14, reporting rule breakers is rewarded, so he tells the guards. It becomes the moment that will haunt him forever. He is forced to watch as his mother and brother are executed in front of him. The camp's brutal message. Loyalty belongs only to the state. Shin grows older, more desperate, and more aware of how trapped he is. Punishments break his bones and his spirit. Weeks of torture. Months locked in darkness. But he survives. Eventually, he meets another prisoner, Park, a man who once lived an elite life outside North Korea. Park speaks of food, freedom, cities, and a world beyond the fences. For Shin, it's like hearing about another planet. Together, they plan an escape, a near-impossible mission in a place surrounded by electrified fences and guards trained to shoot without hesitation. One cold evening, while working near the outer fence, they see their chance. They run. Park reaches the fence first and is electrocuted instantly. His body twists and lifts the bottom wire just enough for Shin to crawl through. The wires burn his legs, but he keeps moving. Shin runs until he can't feel anything. Not pain, not fear, not the cold. For the first time in his life, he makes it beyond the fence. From there begins a long, dangerous journey through China and eventually to South Korea. Years later, Shin would reveal that some details of his early accounts were altered, either from trauma or shame. But the core truth remains the same. He spent his childhood inside North Korea's most feared prison camps, witnessed executions, endured torture, and survived. Today, an estimated 120,000 people are still trapped in North Korea's political prison camps, hidden from their own country, fighting to survive another day. And Shin's story, even with its scars and revisions, stands as one of the only windows the world has into these places. If stories like this matter to you, stay with me, because here we unmask the truth. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.